sign, but it has the book plate.
The tab you're using is camera and microphone.
Well,
That
I
tab.
don't have any tab. I have Diet Mountain Dew.
What about Mr. Pibb?
Nope, I don't have any Mr. or Dr. Pibbs
I like Dr. Pibbs.
or Dr. Thunders.
Dr. Thunder. That's my favorite. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Hey, Rachel. Welcome to RCX Unfiltered, where we like our coffee straight because it's unfiltered.
You don't like anything straight in this house.
Speak for yourself. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh no, that's so funny.
Welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Hey.
The neighborhood.
I would change my shoes and my sweater, but it's warm in here today to me.
It is.
It's warm.
It is.
Now I'm sitting here drinking coffee, but it was before I made this. I did ask
He
Tess.
was complaining about being
I'm like-
warm before.
I'm
that.
like, okay, is it warm in here? Or she goes, no, it's warm. Okay, that means
It's a little warm. I should drink coffee. Makes sense.
hey, Megan,
Hello.
Brian, and I cannot read the last one. Sorry, can't read that.
I think that's Derek.
A guillotine? Does it say guillotine?
No, I think
I can't.
I think
It's too
that's
far
Derek.
away. Like I know it, Brian. And
Yep, it's Derek. I knew it.
Hey, Derek.
Look at me. I remembered something.
Whoa, you're so cool.
Yeah, it's first time today.
Man, you beat me to it. Damn. God, I was drinking coffee. If I had to be drinking
No,
coffee,
the coffee has ruined your life
it
again.
ruined my whole life again. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Lots going on, people. Lots
Yep.
going on.
So many things.
And that's it. Great. See ya. We'll talk about some books.
We got
Think-
so many books.
Think you're doing a show
I'm
this
doing
weekend?
a show on Saturday, and then I will be at the shop on Sunday. So if you're a weekend person and you miss me, I'll be here Sunday
It's very exciting for
because
you.
Tess hates me.
I do.
Well, I mean,
I do.
get in line, mister.
It's a very
Oh,
long
how's it feel to
line.
be number 2 again?
Oh no!
I will
That's
never
terrible.
be angry at Tess because I got to go out of town last week and see Metallica,
Yeah,
and she covered for me.
I worked alone on a Wednesday.
And it was, of course, the busiest Wednesday we've had in forever. But it was
I was here. I hung out.
the amount of busyness there was on Wednesday was counteracted by the amount of not busy there was on Thursday.
No,
I don't know.
I was my first Thursday like ever, and it was the most boring day ever.
I do a lot of paperwork on Thursdays, so I don't ever really notice how slow it is
Mhm.
until the end of the day when I look at the numbers. I'm like, oh, yeah, nobody came in
I was here
today.
for a few hours on Wednesday.
You
I came hung out after work. I
It's
did not
very
come on a
appreciated.
Thursday though, because
No, why would you?
I don't like
Well,
any of y'all on
there's
Thursday.
no one here. Like, I feel like I talked a guy's ear off, and he was like, "I gotta go now." Sorry.
Yeah.
He started backing away
I was
slowly.
That's usually backwards. Usually people are in here and we're like, huh?
Well, he was
okay.
asking about Absolute Wonder Woman, and then so
Oh.
that led me to talking about all the Absolute titles.
That
And then I
happened to me
gave him a little
yesterday.
bit of your spiel on Superman, and I was like, "You should wait until Tommy gets back, then he'll do it properly for you."
So you are absolutely
And I
annoyed.
was absolutely annoyed. I was so bored.
Well, good for you. God. She wasn't bored enough to text me back though.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I forgot about that. I read the article you sent me. I just
Oh,
didn't
sure.
respond.
Nope. It's fine. I get it. Once again.
Yeah. Yep. Tisk, tisk.
Yep.
Mhm.
We'll
Cheers.
probably talk about Diamond a little bit. We haven't talked about Diamond in 2 weeks.
The shine's off it.
So I want to talk about that. And then I'm sure we'll talk about some other stuff.
Yay.
But let's get to some comics. 1990s has reared its ugly head again.
It's a beautiful head. It's beautiful.
The Invincible Universe Battle Beast #1.
Die cut and
Die
foil.
cut and foil, people.
Yeah.
Come on. How could you not?
It's
Look,
really cool.
look at all the beauty, the 90s beauty.
If you enjoy books where people who like to fight a lot, this is the book for you.
I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Yeah, it's
I thought it was very funny. I
Yeah.
like the way
What the crap?
they interact.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean it's a spinoff of Invincible. This book takes place in between issues of Invincible. I think it's supposed to be 6 issues, and I'm hoping like the last 2 issues is one fight, because there was a fight that Battle Beast had with one of the Viltrumites, whose name I can't remember right now, that took place over, I want to say, 6 issues of Invincible, and it was like cut scenes that would cut to the fight, and then there was one issue that the whole issue was just part of the fight. But I saw some people on Reddit who were like, "Man, I hope they show the whole fight, not just snippets."
No, it's bloody.
Oh, it's very
oh, it's
gory.
so bloody.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to be at least kid friendly, right? Because look at all the blood.
yeah,
Kids love blood.
kids
blood,
love
blood.
I don't say blah blah blah.
But it is definitely not. I mean, it's definitely not, because even the art in it is done in panel style, like
It's-
hard panel style.
And in case you don't recognize it, it's Ryan Otley who has returned to Invincible. Actually, there's a note in the back from Kirkman because he loves to write letters to the fans.
Oh my God, Kirkman loves the right stuff.
Yeah, and he kind of makes fun of Otley going to Marvel and doing books that no one talks about, and then coming back to do Invincible again.
Did you want?
I read it.
It was, I mean, it's
Fine.
if you enjoyed Invincible, it is a nice little jump back into that universe. A bloody, violent jump with lots of mutilations.
I mean, and back to the Otley thing. I mean, to be fair, he was on like the single worst Spider-Man run that I've ever tried to read in my
And
entire
apparently
life.
that run of Hulk he did, which I didn't read,
I didn't read it
was
either.
apparently also aggressively mediocre. I don't know. I didn't read it, so I
read
can't
it
really
either.
say for sure. The covers looked cool because Otley's a good artist.
Man, to that Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was. Didn't love it. Didn't love it.
I tried.
We both did. We gave it a good long run. I think I may have stayed on it for 3 or 4 more issues after you
You
quit.
probably did. Yeah.
Um,
It's the first Spider-Man series that I ever just quit.
and it wasn't that it was like aggressively bad. It just felt like a thing that I'd already read and read better. Like the other version was better than this one. I don't know. It was weird.
Weird.
It was
Yeah.
weird.
It was weird.
Speaking of weird,
Weird.
and things that I read thinking I would hate and ended up being really fun.
Is the all new, all deadly Gwenpool.
Yeah.
#1.
So if you don't know who Gwenpool is, her name is Gwenpool, and she is a normal person who knows that she's in a comic book. And in this, she helps fight Fin Fang Foom. And he steps on her, but she squeezes in between the panels through the white space, so she doesn't get hurt.
I only care because Jeff's in here.
Yeah,
Jeff the Land Shark's
Jeff the
in
Land
here.
Shark was introduced in a Gwenpool book.
Yep.
And they are pals,
Yep.
and he's adorable. The book is silly and fun, and like the Gwenpool we see on the cover is not the funny Gwenpool. She's a dark, edgy, very 90s Gwenpool, and they make fun of it. Like in the book, they completely make fun of what they're doing, which I appreciate. I read this on a whim. I had a giant stack of books last night.
What's a whim? And how'd you fit on it?
A whim away?
Okay.
Oh, away.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Jeff. There's Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
I love Jeff.
I do too. He's so cute.
I love Jeff. He's my favorite. Who doesn't want a land shark? I mean, come on.
I like a salsa shark.
That's
I'm gonna
fair.
need a bigger boat.
So anyway.
Anyway, the book's very silly.
So anyway, just so you know, because we like to be open here. I like to be open here. Everyone has bashed this book for 3 months now because everyone just made their own assumptions and moved on with their life because they want to hate something.
Mhm.
Everything that you read from all the people who hate the stuff is wrong. So, hey, Imagine that. A bunch of hateful comic people being wrong again.
So weird.
Yeah, it's just really odd,
So
right?
weird.
One day you will learn not to listen to the hateful comic people.
And I will say, I have been some number of years ago, I was the person that judged a comic by its cover and regretted that decision.
And
It
you should.
was during Matt Murdock had left Daredevil, and it was when T'Challa was in Hell's Kitchen, and T'Challa sort of became Daredevil for a little while, and they did a weird like American Panther thing, and the preview art looked like the Black Panther uniform, but in red, white, and blue. And I was like, what is this pandering nonsense? And it ended up being an amazing story. It was like really good. It was hate monger, and
It was really good pandering nonsense.
it was. No, they were telling an important story, and I just I immediately dismissed it. And then when it came in, I was like, oh, let me read this so I can, crap all over it. And I was like, oh, that's really good. And that was honestly the last time that I really judged a thing before I read it.
Haha, you're wrong.
I do enjoy being wrong. I like looking at something being like, I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy that, and then really enjoying it. I actually do love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's once again,
Yeah.
Once again, my problem is I just like things, which I know people find that hard to believe, but I just like things. Speaking of liking things, Supergirl #1. So yes, this is my pick of the week. Is Supergirl,
and it is very fun.
Yeah.
Oh
Odds
my
are,
God.
if it's ever a Supergirl book, it's probably my pick of the week. Especially if it's new stuff. I love Supergirl.
It's so good.
To explain the vibe of this book, there is a panel where she goes to the fortress to check in on Kandor, and Streaky is on the counter next to Kandor, and she's like, Streaky, you better not knock that bottle off the counter. And that's just kind of,
The art
Streaky's
in
a
this
cat, in
is-
case you didn't know.
The art in this is just
It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
I love her outfit.
Yes. This is the art germ.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Art germ design this outfit,
And there
which
is-
is interesting.
There's an Argerm variant and a foil version of the variant, because shiny things.
It's shiny.
Anyway,
And you know what? I didn't actually get that cover. It wasn't my favorite cover. The art germ wasn't.
yeah. Oh, I know. The one you got is my favorite. Of
It's
yeah.
I love
I
that.
forget who did it.
I can't remember. Either. It doesn't matter. It was
Yeah, I
pretty.
don't remember. It was very pretty. You didn't even go get the Middleton cover.
No.
And I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah. I think I pretty much have almost all.
Yeah.
Middleton did a run on Wonder Woman.
Oh, it was so good.
That is phenomenal.
I remember those.
Like, I think I have all of those. But anyway,
Supergirl, super fun.
Yes.
It is an ongoing. Crypto's in here. Streaky. Superman's been kicked out of Kandor because of Phantom Zone shenanigans. So now Kara does regular runs through Kandor to make sure everybody's safe. And her parents call her and they're like, hey, we're taking a sabbatical from the DEO. You should come to Midvale and visit us. And she does. And shenanigans ensue.
and I think this is going to be so. My favorite run of Supergirl is Peter David.
Yeah.
Peter David and Gary Frank. It's one of my favorite superhero runs of all time. This is actually going back to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
and I think that's why I'm so excited for this series is because it's 20 years later now, and we're revisiting that
And-
part of her life, and I'm here for it.
So earlier today, I did a retailer Zoom call with DC. And it had all the people writing all the books. And the person who's sort of the professor overseeing all of the books right now is Mark Waid,
Da, da, da.
who has an encyclopedia of Superman knowledge in his head.
Well, yeah.
So, like, whenever anybody writing any of these books has a question, they go to Mark Waid because he knows all the answers.
Right.
So he is sort of like the grandfather sitting back and just like, dance for me, puppets. So the books are all going to be somewhat interconnected. And then they were talking about how they're all going to come together for a big story at some point that Mark is sort of the architect of. So anyway, we're in the summer of Superman. Yay! It's an exciting time if you're a Superman fan, or if you're like me and have recently converted to being a Superman fan. It is a great time because I got to see a bunch of preview pages of the new crypto book, which Phoebe's dog Archie is crypto.
Yeah, I'm
It's
looking
really
forward
cute.
to that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking forward to a lot of that.
And next Wednesday, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday, we're getting Superman Unlimited, which is the Dan Slott Superman fights a meteor.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Which came out of the free comic book day
out
book.
of the free comic.
So if you got a free comic book day book, that's like the zero.
Yay.
Hey, look at that.
And if you need one, we still have a few. This is probably going to go away Sunday. So if you missed out on free comic book day, whatever we have left is going to be out here till Sunday. And then I'm going to take it and box it all up until Halloween.
Oh, that's cute.
That's gross. Spoiler.
Fine. Tess made us talk about this book.
Corpses. Tommy would talk about it if I wasn't here.
I
It's
would.
so good.
I said when this was on FOC, I said this is going to be the new Something is Killing the Children, not just because it's written by the same guy, but it is. It is about the 10 families who really run the country. 12. So 12 families who really run the country. I read it last night. It was,
My God, man.
Anyway, every Halloween, they pick a small town. No, every 5 years on Halloween, they pick a small town.
Did you even read this book?
They all hire.
And it's actually 13 because it's the original 13 colonies.
Right, but
Sorry.
one of them isn't involved.
Yes.
Anymore for reasons. Yeah, it's the original 13 colonies. They all choose a weapon a year in advance.
Don't we all?
And then they have that year to find their assassin.
Creed? Assassin's Creed?
Yep. And then they put all those assassins they basically black out the small town and they pay-per-view everybody dying in this town. And the last assassin standing is the person who runs the country for the next 5 years.
Hey, look at that. There's even a
there's brackets at the
bracket
end.
in the back.
Brackets at the end, yeah. Each one of the killers is very unique and distinct. Some of them are like very matter-of-fact hitman type things, but a lot of them are just crazy psychopaths. One of them wears a mascot bunny costume. One of them is like a circus strongman with a giant hammer. Anyway, the book is incredibly well paced. It feels like a movie when you're reading it.
Yeah.
I know Tynion has spent some time writing screenplays and whatnot, and you can tell. Because I always thought Something Killing the Children felt like a TV show. Like it really wants to be a series on like Netflix or something. This feels like it wants to be a big, crazy action movie / horror because it's.
So are y'all going to fill out the bracket?
No.
Ahead of time, that way it'd be like the basketball tournament. You can guess on who's going to be the last killer standing.
They are making a card game based on this somehow.
Sure.
I know Tynion's website, his brand Tiny Onion, because it sounds like Tynion. Their website has a bunch of merch and stuff.
Exquisite Courts, the game coming 2026. Start collecting your killers now.
Yep. There's one of the variants is polybagged and it comes with a card. And the card is apparently random. It could be any of the serial killers. I didn't order a ton of those because I don't know that anybody cares about the cards, but the book is phenomenal.
Pretty boy.
This is Tess's pick of the week, right?
Yes.
We decided.
She said.
Yes. This is Tess's pick of the week.
Tess is going to pick Rascal Randy.
He's the guy who's the mascot.
Yep.
He's in a big bunny costume.
Mm-hmm. There's a bit where he's in the car and he's like, I just have to have my
He's like, I need my suit.
I need my suit.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's Tess's pick.
Yeah.
Yep. See.
There's actually a pretty lady on a horse. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's probably mine then.
That's definitely mine.
Lady Carolina. Yeah, that probably tracks.
Yeah. Anyway, book's real good.
So there you go. Tynion. Tynion. Or if you go to his website, his imprint is Tiny Onion.
Tiny Onion.
It's my favorite imprint of all time because it's Tiny Onion.
Uh-huh.
Like it's,
Yeah.
I love stuff like that. It's just brilliant. Fine, Tommy.
This is my pick of the week.
Dark Regards #1.
Dark Regards.
I just said that.
Number one.
Come on, man.
So there's a stand-up comedian named Dave Hill, and this is a book that is semi-autobiographical. It's about a thing that actually happened where when he was kind of early in his stand-up career, he got back into like metal and started listening to like Scandinavian death metal. And
I remember.
yeah,
I now know what
and
book
then-
this is.
and
I didn't
then-
read this book.
and then he starts sending letters to the record labels over there talking about how they don't worship Satan hard enough and like all kinds of random nonsense. And they got mad and like came after him. It's hilarious. And I follow Dave on TikTok, and he starts every TikTok with, "Hey, it's Dave from before," and then just rambles on about something nonsensical. I sort of
There's
forced Tess to read this today, and what she said to me was, "It wasn't for me, but it's all you. I understand why you
Yes.
liked it so much."
Mm-hmm.
It is a lot of nonsense. So if you enjoy nonsense, especially nonsense that a person who is part of like a niche culture making fun of the culture that he's a part of, I really enjoy that. Also, if you want to get crazy, we have it's a 1 in 50 incentive where I got multiple. Oh, gross! That's so nasty. Yesterday when I explained it, the ink in this variant has Dave's blood and the blood of Hunter Gordonson, who's the publisher at Oni, and also the editor of the book in the ink. So if you're a person that has the capacity to take samples of blood DNA out of ink and clone people and make like monstrous amalgamations, call
This
me.
is it for you. Yeah.
I would like to talk to you.
Sure. All right.
Sure.
The book's phenomenal. It's so fun. I highly recommend it. You should all come buy it.
It's true.
It's great. It's just great.
Mm-hmm.
And this next thing we're going to talk about is because Tess threatened me.
And I
my life.
never talk about this book, so it's about
Never,
time.
ever.
But
But-
we're only really talking about it because Tess threatened my life.
I did.
Transformers Volume 3 is coming out this week. So there you go. That's it. That's all.
So if you're not familiar, Transformers are robots in disguise. Not to be confused with a buddy of mine thought the theme song said robots in the skies because so many of them were jets. But
I mean, that's fair.
yeah, I couldn't argue. I was like, you know what, man? That's
But this is the one. Spoiler alert: you get the return of some Megatron-y guy. The Megatron-y guy shows
I
back
don't
up
know.
in here. I'm telling you.
mega
Megaphony? Is it
Mega-
megaphony?
Mega
Mega-
funny.
Megaphony. He makes a lot of noise.
megalophobia. No, megalomania.
This is still the most evil version of Starscream ever.
Yeah,
Like, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that Megatron is not as evil as.
Oh, you haven't
Starscream.
read the issue that comes out
No, I have
tomorrow.
Oh my
man.
God.
So he
Yeah.
finally.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
then
yeah.
there you go.
It's
Man,
It's so
Megatron is so extra.
Right.
yes.
Like he is Anakin Skywalker as a robot. He's so extra.
Right.
Like what he
But
does.
he's still
in-
not as crazy as Starscream.
He's not
though.
crazy,
Right, yeah,
but
I
he
think that's
is-
what.
He is more sadistic, I think,
That's fair.
because what he does to Starscream in this issue.
Well, that's
It's-
personal,
Oh
though.
man,
It's crazy.
But that's
it is-
personal, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a little different, though, because that's
Man.
personal.
it's messed up. Honestly,
Like,
they're
Starscream-
robots, and I was like, oh no,
Oh,
stop.
Like Starscream was
Yeah.
just doing things that wasn't
Yeah,
necessary.
Mhm.
Like Megatron really doesn't do things that isn't necessary, right? Like
Yeah.
in early on, like Starscream was just killing people just to kill people, not.
well, they squish.
Well, that's what
They're
I'm
like it's
saying.
like humans are like bubble wrap to
Yeah.
Transformers. They just
Oh my
it's so
God.
satisfying.
Yeah, I
I
mean, fair.
hate that.
That's fair.
That's not good.
No, especially for the people that get popped.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
They didn't like it at all.
Oh
I mean,
no.
that's fair. Human-sized stress dolls. That's fair. Unfortunately, you can. They're only one use.
Yeah, it's true.
One time I was at the zoo and there was an orangutan and he had a rat. it was a giant rat. It fit in the palm of his hand, and I watched him for like 30 minutes, was just like squishing it and playing with it like it was a stress ball.
Oh.
And so
that was like
Wow.
an
Yeah.
orangutan that was
Mhm.
really a cat.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it
Wow.
was. And then he like whipped it around by its tail. So that's how I imagine the Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
They are biodegradable.
Yeah.
My
True.
God.
True.
It's true. It's true. I love.
Speaking of that, I was watching something the other day, and it was talking about where people mess up when they murder people.
Okay.
Is that the perception is you bury them 6 feet deep,
Right.
but they're like, that's for when you're in a casket.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just burying a body, it's only 3 feet deep because it's the layer of the soil that eats.
Oh.
And they went through the whole science of this.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, wow, I just spent 15 minutes of my life watching this
Learning.
person. Like, oh no, he murderer's been doing it all wrong. I'm like, wow. It's like, because
All
they're
right.
like it's 6 feet deep because you're below the water level and
Mhm.
stuff.
Okay.
But like you need to come up where the microbes and stuff actually live.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Good to know.
It was one of my YouTube documentaries that I
Good.
stumbled across.
Good to
So,
know.
Good
I'm glad it goes
to
with the
know.
biodegradable.
Yes.
So just so you know,
We are in fact.
we do not condone any of what I just said,
No.
but
However,
it's good knowledge.
it's good
YouTube,
knowledge.
YouTube is full of good knowledge.
You know what? Today was a good day because you learned something.
That's right. You did it.
Brian says, "Be concerned, guys. Phil now knows how to properly bury a body."
You see, here's the thing though. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Do you know how much effort that would take? And I don't own a backhoe, so that would be like manual labor shovel.
Yeah, and there's too many
Absolutely
trees around your backyard. There'd be
Yeah.
so many roots.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah.
just can't. It's just
No.
work. Like,
Mhm.
nah. Like, and I can't. Like, I don't. I'm so wooded that like a 4-wheeler or something wouldn't go back there, which means I'd
Mhm.
have to drag it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just not.
No.
Yeah,
Too much
No.
I'm not the
man.
person you have to worry about.
Mm-mm.
Tess, she's young, has ambition.
I do. It's true.
Occasionally energy.
Occasionally.
We don't do that.
Like I don't really.
I'm young and spry.
That's right.
Bodies are heavy.
They are
Because
right?
they
Yeah.
don't even help you move them.
No,
Literally. Literally.
they don't. That's just dead weight. Literally.
Literally that way. Oh,
What do you do?
jeez. Oh my God.
Anyway,
Wow.
so you got Virginia Comic-Con this weekend.
I do. Saturday I'll be at the Virginia Comic Con. I can't even remember what time it starts or ends, honestly. I usually get there like 9 a.m. I think the VIPs get in at 10:30 and it
It's
opens at
11
11.
to 4, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 11 to 4.
Yeah.
11 to
Sorry.
5.
Let me
somewhere
move
around
my
there.
hand. 11 to 4.
Yeah, I think it's 11 to 4.
Yeah.
I'll be out there. I don't know what I'm taking yet. We'll figure it out this week.
I would imagine some books.
Probably
Wow.
some books. That is a good call. I know I'm going to redo the area behind the counter here. So all of the books that are on the wall are probably going to go with me. And then it is the summer of Superman. So I think we're going to have a fresh Superman display with all my favorite Jimmy Olsen covers.
Heck yeah.
Superman just being a jerk.
Yeah, well, that's
My favorite.
Yeah.
what he does. That's how he rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, good times.
Yeah.
Anything else going on? What are you doing Saturday? Just working here?
Yeah.
All right. You go see Tess here.
You can come see me.
If you, the first Saturday in June in a few weeks, we're going to have a 38th anniversary sale.
Yes.
So, Brian, the Virginia Comic-Con's at the Raceway.
Yeah, it's over by RIR.
It's if you go in the main gate, you just go straight to the back.
Yeah,
It's
it's
in a
a
separate
building off to the right.
There's enough ushers to tell you
Yeah,
where
yeah.
to go.
You'll be able to see where all the people are.
You can't miss them.
The big area on the left is usually like a reptile show or a home and garden thing. I don't know. I've seen many reptile shows when I worked at Virginia Comic Con.
I want to go to one of those. They're so fun.
The reptile show?
Yes.
Moose goes sometimes.
They're so cool.
Yeah, apparently they are really cool.
Yeah. I want to go.
There's
see
someone
this.
with a leaf blower outside. I apologize if it's
What?
loud in here.
Is there leaves outside to be blowing?
Well, I mean, there's trash where the trash cans are overflowing, so hopefully they are picking that up.
There's an important comment from Bill. Kelly reminded me Post Malone Oreos are actually pretty tasty.
Okay.
I will continue to take your word for it.
Wow.
I do know that Sam's has them because I saw them on Sunday.
Okay.
They were there on Sunday when I was there.
Wow. And you didn't pick them up?
No, I wasn't going to eat them.
I
Did you
wasn't
want
gonna.
them?
No,
Then, okay,
absolutely not.
Well, if I'm not going to eat them and you're
You're
not
not
going to
gonna
eat
eat
them,
'em.
then why would I have bought them?
For Tommy to eat them.
I don't know, man. Post Malone looks like anything with his name on it's going to taste like nicotine and regret. Like, I like that guy, but he looks like a lot of people that I knew when I was young, and they did not smell good.
I am highly indifferent.
Highly.
So anyway, back to June 7th, right? June 7th?
Yeah,
Yes.
His anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
38 years, huh?
38
Wow.
years.
Good job, people. Good job,
Thanks.
y'all.
Thanks.
Good job.
I've been here for 19 of them.
Very cool.
I am now negative 8 months.
Yay! You're regressing.
I'm regressing. I'm negative 8 months. I hit 32 years and now I'm negative 8.
Negative 8. Yep. I love this. I love this for you.
Yeah, me too. Once again, that's a good time to tell you that the views expressed on this channel
Or not.
are not those of Richmond Comix or
Absolutely
Alpha Comics
not.
or anyone
Anyone associated.
associated with those. The main
Absolutely not.
viewpoints for RCX Media are mine and mine alone.
Exactly. Yes.
And I'll take credit for all of
Yes.
Or blame.
them. Or blame. Either one.
Credit.
Don't
Whichever.
care.
Blame.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I think you wasn't here, but I think it was, I can't remember if it was Saturday or last week when Tess and I was talking, and I was like, maybe I'll turn like the RCX Media Instagram page into like the Wendy's page of comics
Yes.
and just start posting on, like when everyone tries to crap on something, just go back and just completely crap on them.
That sounds fun.
I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
That was, it was
It
Monday
was,
last
it
week,
was.
Wednesday,
We had that
right? Yeah.
question. I'm
It
pretty
was-
sure it was
I
Wednesday.
know we talked about it.
Oh, that'd be
Pretty
fun.
sure that wasn't just me in my head.
No, I
Which-
remember it.
I often
mean-
have conversations with you in my head, so I
Okay.
understand.
I mean, it's fair. But yeah, as I was like, that's what the Instagram page should end up.
It needs to be. Yes.
Like aggressive positivity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
aggressive
Yeah.
positivity just throughout the whole, and if somebody says something stupid, just call them out.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would just be as simple as, wow, how does it feel to be wrong all the time?
Well, I can tell you.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So yeah. So I was sitting there thinking, maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah.
Like, let that be my next lot in life.
That
'cause
would make
seems
you
fun.
so happy.
It would. It would make me
That
very
would genuinely bring you so much joy.
happy. It would. So yeah, we were talking about that on how to do that. Yeah. Oh, I love the Wendy's Twitter account.
It's so
Like
good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's the best.
Have any of you seen the Yosemite TikTok page? It's unhinged. I highly recommend going to the Yosemite TikTok page.
Okay.
I can't repeat most of the things.
So
I've
somebody
seen on
is
there.
you know how they did it's not the official,
Oh yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
It's people who like work at these places and they've started these secondary accounts.
Mhm.
It is.
And this is their revenge on like the government.
Oh, I love
So
that.
they've been doing like thirst traps and stuff.
That's
It is
amazing.
amazing.
And sometimes the thirst trap is literally a waterfall
Yes.
with like Nicki Minaj music.
Yeah.
Like it's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah, they're having a lot of
They're
fun.
having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah. That is definitely an after dark.
So I don't know if you saw, it was, I got an email about it last week, but it officially went out as a press release today that Comics Pro is rebranding and remolding local comic shop day. And they're moving it to the last Saturday in September, which is when we do our fall festival.
Da, da, da.
So instead of the local comic shop day revolving around generic variants, they're going to put together like activity kits and all kinds of other stuff. That's what they're working on. And it looks really fun. They got a new logo. Everybody's very excited. Shannon Live from Bat City Comics down in Florida is sort of heading it up. And I don't know if you remember, they do a ton of events in their stores. So
yeah, I started reading about it the other day, and then I quit.
Well, I'm very excited that our fall festival is also going to be local comic shop day. I think the extra branding will bring in more people.
Yes. I love this for us.
I'm hyped for it.
Heck
Me
yeah.
too. Good job, people.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's all my idea.
All yours. All yours.
Good job.
Good job.
Anyway, all right. So people keep asking us about Diamond. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be around much longer.
Yeah.
It's my opinion only. So they finally, the first buyers backed out and sued them, which was the Alliance Media Entertainment. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And then they went to the second buyers, which was Universal Distribution out of Canada and NECA.
Ad Populum.
Well, it's Ad Populum.
Ad Populum, they own NECA.
But NECA is the one who wants the stuff. So because there's an overarching NECA is going to.
Got it.
That's who wants the stuff. The whole thing is weird.
I assumed that they were just going to move Diamond to Graceland.
That's still the best. But anyway, could you mind Diamond select items at Graceland? Like we would start getting Elvis. Anyway, so they also own Graceland. If you wasn't here for this conversation like a month ago.
Oh my God.
But then, so Diamond got sued by Alliance Entertainment because they hadn't filled out their monthly statement since January. Well, they finally turned in March this week, and they went from being worth $2.5 million to now at the end of March worth $269,000. So that cannot bode well.
No.
And if the sale doesn't wrap up, then by the time and that was the end of March though, so you still got court costs.
Yeah.
From April,
the court costs are still racking up.
So I don't.
God.
Like, once again, the dollar amounts are all court based. That's not me, but my assumption is I don't. At this point, why would you buy them and not let them just go into Chapter 11?
Yeah.
And just shut down and then just go pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
Like, and it'd be more of a fight, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I feel bad for all the people that we know.
Yeah, so do I.
Like they're not the decision makers. They're just good people.
They're just good people
doing good work, and they're all going to get screwed.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know, right? There's still all these court things that's still happening, but I don't know how or why, and it just won't end.
Yeah,
and we're the first of almost mid-May.
Yeah,
I can't imagine if this thing isn't going to wrap up. Now, I will say, we're still, well, I'm not, but Diamond is still final order cutoffing items.
Yeah.
And there's still a couple of publishers that only do through Diamond. So I don't know.
If I can't get my Thundercats comics, I'm going to be real upset.
Yeah. I don't know how, Dynamite's still there, which that affects.
Dynamite's the only one that's still exclusive with Diamond that affects us.
Right. A lot of other shops will be affected by Xenoscope.
But that one, I have 2 subscribers that order an amount of Xenoscope, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know. It should have already ended by now.
Yeah,
that's
what I was thinking. Once the final sale was okay, it's done. I expected within 3-4 days for it all to be finalized.
And that should have been how it was, but it didn't happen. So I don't know. Personally, I can't imagine if you lost $2 million, if your worth went down by $2 million, over $2 million in 2 months, and that was the end of March. I can't imagine what you're worth today.
You know what? I made a joke to Tess this morning. First things, I was you know how you make $1 million in comics? You start with $2 million.
Start with $2 million, yeah. That's exactly correct. So,
Man,
like, I don't. So, anyway, so I don't know what we still don't know what's going to happen there, but I cannot imagine that. I think it can't be good, and I think the person overseeing it has already suggested that they basically liquidate or go Chapter 11. So, and that is probably where it's going to be because I don't.
I mean, we've had months to get used to the idea, but a world without Diamond
Seems
is
odd.
really strange.
Yep.
They've been the cornerstone of the industry since the 80s.
Yeah, but I mean, once again, they're not the first distributor that we've seen go down in this industry.
No.
And at the time, we were like, "Hey, man, that's going to be weird to only have Diamond." And
here we are.
And here we are. But like I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I think shops. Well, to stay positive, a lot of good shops are fine.
Yeah, everybody that I talk to on a regular
Yeah.
basis, everybody's gonna be fine.
Yeah, like everyone's already got Penguin accounts, Lunar accounts, Universal accounts. That if you're in Canada, like the shops who were just hanging on to Diamond and refused to open up another account, like
I think they've all seen the light at this point.
yeah, and maybe like I still can't answer that.
Yeah.
I honestly think there's shops that will just close when Diamond closes just because they don't want to deal with
Yeah, there are
5 or 6
those.
other distributors.
Yeah, I've seen comments from people along those
Yeah.
lines, but those aren't people that I really know.
Right. No, I'm just saying,
But
like,
yeah.
your bigger shops, your different your shops that run to be bookstores will be fine.
Yeah.
Because most of those shops already had Penguin accounts or all, as soon as it came along, we signed up and moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine, guys. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
We're set.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're
Like I
fine.
said, it's really for y'all, it's really Dynamite. That's
really the and it's not like if we can't sell Dynamite,
right.
It'll hit us hard because we don't sell a lot of Dynamite.
But I can't imagine that Dynamite somebody would want to pick up Dynamite.
I would think.
I don't know what the deal is right now with Diamond and why they're still just there themselves, but like I cannot imagine. Like I still go back to Archie sneakily went to Lunar.
Yeah.
Like that
all of a sudden I was like, what? Archie's going
yeah.
What?
That was like, wait, what? And I just cannot imagine that somebody would not want to pick up
Dynamite.
The
first week they were on FOC at Lunar, I didn't realize it, and I ordered them from Diamond and from Lunar. Luckily, I don't order a lot of Archies, so I got like 2 extra copies of some random book, and I was like, oh, it's Archie, it's fine.
Yeah. But I just cannot imagine that somehow that won't play itself out.
Yeah.
So, but anyway.
Iwi.
There's that.
Yay!
Yay!
I mean, that's really the big industry news right now, other than, certain books coming out like the Summer of Superman.
Yeah.
There really isn't a whole lot of everything else really being discussed right now, I don't think.
Yeah. The stuff that I'm like really paying attention to is like Dark Regards, because I really like the feel.
Blood.
Exquisite Corpses, I've been talking about since I went to Comics Pro. The pitch for that I really loved. And like this week we've got a bunch of really good books.
Batman Dark Patterns.
Absolute Batman comes out this week.
Yeah.
Which
absolutely.
I like this issue way more than the last couple.
I still think Dark Patterns is a better book.
Dark Patterns
100%.
is probably the best Batman book I've read.
I get people are
long
loving Absolute Batman, that is completely fine. But if you have ever liked Batman Dark Patterns to me
is so good.
Is the best Batman book by far that's been coming out.
And the art's great too. It's so good. Yeah.
But
it's very atmospheric.
But I am also Batman as a detective.
Yeah.
It's the reason he showed up at Detective Comics, people.
Literally.
He's a detective, and that is exactly what Dark Patterns is. I've loved that book.
Yeah.
So
anyway, you guys should come out tomorrow because there's a lot of good books.
It's gonna rain tomorrow, but you should still come visit us.
We have plastic bags we can put your books in.
We do. I promise not to put any of your books in a paper bag.
good job, people.
Yay.
Go team.
Yeah. Y'all are doing a good job.
It's an exciting week of books. I spent almost 3 hours last night just reading one comic right after another.
I think I spent 3 hours last night scrolling through YouTube.
Proud of you.
Yeah,
I did not do that. I had important comics to read.
Yeah, today was really slow, so I just read so many comics. It was great.
Lots and lots of stuff.
Lots and lots and lots of
Yep.
stuff. It's
All
very
right, we are
exciting.
pretty much at time. Do y'all have anything else you would like to end with, Miss Tessmacher?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
Okay.
said I wanted to get my local comic shop day blurb out there, and I did it.
Blurb.
I'm really excited for local comic shop day this year.
Yay!
Well, good for you.
I'm just happy to be here.
Aren't we all?
So he says now.
We say that now, but wait till the screen goes off. All right, everybody. We will talk to y'all later. We will be back again next week. So have a good one. Somewhat stay dry.
Or don't.
Maybe. Or don't. It's, you know what? It's your call. You're absolutely right. You do you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Meh.
And we're going to end this stream.